afternoon. Today we will be talking about our ROAR presentation. We originally had no idea what we were going to do. We had some really wacko environmental idea, but we saw Jay and Randall were already doing that, so we kind of ditched that. And so we basically went, all three of us, me, Michael, and Alekos, we were all people of non-abstract minds. So we went to Kiefer looking for an idea, and she basically gave us this great idea, which was basically, in the spirit of Vietnam Day, talking about like the veteran issues, what do veterans do? Because I remember econ, a lot of kids were, when we had to do like this budget project, a lot of kids were like, oh, let's just cut veterans benefits, that should solve the issue, let's just do that, that's easy. But people were cutting that without really understanding what is that goes into the VA, what is in veteran benefits, what does the VA do? So it was just illogical. It didn't really make sense. Like, wow, how can people like cut this when they don't even know what it is? So that was basically our mission. It was to create awareness about what the VA does, what the veteran benefits provides, and that's basically our goal for this presentation. So these are just pictures that we got from this year's Vietnam Day. And this was Barack Obama's address during 2009. He was talking about our commitment to the veterans and how we can't really abandon them because really we've become a nation where we like take our war heroes and cast them out like a leper. We put them in weird veteran homes and nobody ever goes to talk to them. Almost treating them as if they're people who are insane, sending them to asylums. When in reality we should be treating our war heroes with like the utmost honor and respect. So that's basically what I took from this speech. So that was also one of our main goals for this project, is to create awareness about that. So we actually did go to the VA in Concord, and that is actually a veteran center. There's quite a bit of breaking down of what is in the veteran department itself. So you have the whole Veteran Affairs, which is like the huge department that's part of the federal government, and then underneath that you have three main branches. You have the Veteran Benefits, the Veteran Health Administration, and then the National Cemetery Administration. So the benefits is basically what it sounds like. It's basically like the part of the leg of the VA that evaluates your claims. It looks at if somebody has like incurring injury from combat and they're saying they have some disease as a result, like for example, if you guys are familiar with Agent Orange from Vietnam, people who had health problems relating to Agent Orange, they process claims relating to that. So that's what the Veterans Benefit does. It processes your claims, it looks at that, and then it basically gives you your benefits or what you're allowed to have based on that condition. The second leg of this is basically the what we went to was the Veteran Health Administration, which basically is what it sounds like. Also, Veterans Health. It's a hospital. It also does under that you have Veteran Centers, and Veteran Centers are basically the rehabilitation facility. That's what we went to in Concord. They basically help these guys come back from war and they help them readjust. Some of these guys have like PTSD. They have like meditation centers, and they just help them. They try to help them overcome whatever they're feeling. They try to help them readjust back to society. So that's what the Veteran Center does. The Veteran Health, it also falls under the Veterans Health Administration, which is basically hospitals, and then we also have your Veteran Centers, which help with readjustment, and then Veteran Benefits is what gives you your pension and benefits of that. And then the last one, National Cemetery, that's exactly what it sounds like.
So with veterans, there's been a bunch of issues concerning veterans nowadays. This is a graph depicting the number of veterans that are homeless, as depicted by the red line from 2009 to 2012. As of 2012, about 27,000 veterans are left unsheltered, and we're hoping that our total expenditures under the Veteran Affairs will, at least hopefully, help try to improve. Yeah. This is a table depicting well, it's a table depicting like the rundown of the total veteran expenditures and where the money from the veterans, the Veteran Affairs is going to, and like what departments it's going to, and what it's dealing with. As you can see, there's $45,000, $45 million going to medical care, $1 million going to insurance, etc. It's all leading down to about $53 million total expenditure for Veteran Affairs. So.
Alright, so I'm just going to talk a little about what I did at VAPACS. That stands for Veterans Affairs Palo Alto Healthcare System, and that was over in Livermore. So I volunteered there, and I helped out with the vets. And like Salar said, it looks nice, but what you don't know from this picture is it's kind of just a recluse. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's like hidden away from society. You gotta just keep them away, like you're in a mental asylum or something. But yeah, I mean, when I was there, they let these guys out like once a day, so they barely see anybody, they rarely have family, they rarely have friends, aside from the people they talk to there. And so kind of like our call to action is, if you see veterans, just don't ignore them and think everything's fine, they're getting paid for and taken care of. I mean, these guys are lonely, like they just love to have someone to talk to or share their story with. So, I'm here. So if you ever see them, I mean, just go ahead, talk to them, say something to them, congratulate them, thank them for their service, and you'll be surprised what a little bit can do just to hear them speak. And
So, just kind of building on what Alekos said, we had Vietnam Day, we had a bunch of, I forgot what the number was, but there were a lot of veterans who came to the school. And if you look at it, in reality, those guys did their time. They fought for this country, they bled for this country, some of them died for this country, and some of them are still dying for this country. Last year, the numbers were more veterans died from suicide than died in actual combat last year. And that is a stunning statistic. If you think about it, I mean, going back to Vietnam Day, we shouldn't have the veterans coming here. We should be the ones going to the veterans. They have done their time. Now it's on our part to do that, to do them just a little bit of service for what they did. So take that into consideration. It's going to be summer. You guys are seniors. You're not going to have anything else to do. So just take a little bit. It would be like literally one day out of your, 90 days of summer. Just go talk to a veteran, just whatever they need, help them out.
yeah, and a lot of them have interesting stories too, so you can learn a lot from them. Like I learned from one of the guys that I spent with. He was in the Air Force. He was enlisted, but he still had a lot of information to share. And he just helped me out with some things. He told me be brave, be bold. Like they're probably gonna break you down as much as they can when I'm there at the Air Force Academy. But it was nice hearing from him. And he also has things for like people that aren't in the military to share, like just tell you how to get through the day, and how to get through hard decisions, and stuff like that. Good. All right.